Well, the House of Representatives passed a major energy bill this week. You may not have heard of it, aimed at reversing Joe Biden's destructive green energy agenda. But while the left continues their climate change crusade, the U.S. still does not give off the most emissions. Look at that big old 36% from the communist Chinese. That would be China, which is the largest. China at 27%. That's the rest of the world, excuse me. They're on their way to 36%, though, to America's 11%. And American natural gas is reportedly up to 30% cleaner than Russia's natural gas. No surprise there. Speaking of Russia, according to the House GOP, if you replace just 1 year of Russian natural gas sent to Europe with ours, it would lower emissions by, 218 million tons. Here to react is co-founder and vice president of C3 Solutions, John Hart. John, thanks for being here. First, real quick, the House passed a bill. It's important to see. The Senate won't take it up and Joe Biden won't sign it. But what are they saying we should be doing in this act?
Yeah, Pete, thanks for having me. Look, this is an extremely important bill. This is a profoundly good and smart move by House Republicans. Look, we talk a lot about what's wrong in American politics. You know, just to acknowledge the orange elephant in the room, there's a lot of distractions out there that the Democrats want to talk about. But this bill gives the GOP a massive comparative advantage in issues that normal people care about. People care about gas prices. They care about inflation. They care about the cost of their food and their groceries. And energy goes into all of that. And Democrats, Pete, have become the party of no on climate and energy. They're saying no to permitting. They're saying no to innovation. They're saying no to American energy. But as you said in your opening, we're saying yes to energy production in other countries, to dictators.
Yes.
Biden traveled overseas to beg OPEC to produce more oil because he's saying no to American energy producers. It's insane. So the House has taken up this is a really smart issue and a good issue for them to drive for the months and years ahead.
Well, we were showing Kevin McCarthy. They said they would provide a contrast. Here's part of what was passed in that bill, the Lower Energy Costs Act. Increase domestic energy production, which is something the Biden administration will never do. In fact, they've been at war with it. Reverses Biden's energy policies, reforms the permitting process to make it easier, streamlines energy infrastructure and exports while the Biden administration wants to get rid of energy infrastructure, and boost production and processing of minerals. Any chance this changes the way the current administration conducts energy policy, or are we stuck with climate zealotry and crushing our energy industry in the meantime?
Well, Pete, I'm somewhat optimistic. There is a big divide on the left between people of common sense and good faith who know that the left-wing climate activists are crazy. And there's an alliance between Republicans and those members. Now, whether we can get enough to support this in the Senate is not likely. But this is going to be a major issue in 2024. And look, Democrats are on the wrong side of history. You know, the brief history of energy is we burned wood for 4,000 years, and that innovation helped us discover fossil fuels. Now we're in the fossil fuel era, and we're going to develop something cleaner and better. And the American approach to that, fracking, for example, is responsible for us lowering the emissions more than anything else in the past 30 years. So we're going to find better, cleaner sources of energy. But Democrats are going against the grain of human history. Republicans are going with it. And you have to have bottom-up solutions. You've got to let the engine of innovation run. And that's what HR 1 is about.
Yeah, that's what the left never factors in. Innovation and the possibility of the future. Nobody does it better than America if we're allowed to. John Hart, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Pete.